Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. The second to last episode of SmackDown before Bash in Berlin is officially in the books, and a lot of stuff went down, including Kevin Owens teasing that heel turn. So guys, let's get about it. First things first, let's talk about Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. After KO came out to interrupt, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory A-Town Down Under, basically showing a montage, a vignette of all his prior heel turns. KO was like, everyone on that list deserved it, except for Kofi, because, we all love Kofi, which is ironic because Woods is probably about to turn heel on Kofi very soon. But it led to us having a main event of Cody and Kevin, longtime friends for almost 10 years now, teaming out to face A-Town Down Under, and they win, courtesy of the pop-up powerbomb. Anyway, give it up for Kevin Owens. He really faked us out so good. Only a way that I feel like he could pull off. Maybe Austin too, because it was just it was comical of how he almost got it. It's like he literally had the title in his hands. I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna be like last week. He's just gonna give it back to him. He started marching with a purpose, lift those about, It's like, and even Cody turned around, had the crowd going oh, and then come back to oh, when he gave him the title back, it's like, oh shit, this person's about to die, and it's like, oh, okay, they're safe, bro. I was about to come on here and be like, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle of if they're turning him heel or not. Now I'm definitely for sure. KO is going to be turning heel on Cody Rhodes after Bash in Berlin, or possibly at Bash in Berlin. I brought this up before. If KO and Cody ends with Cody winning and then the heel turn right afterwards, I feel like that should main event the show over Gunther Randy, only because it's that big heel turn. And I think he's going to hit him with a pop-up powerbomb and maybe even lay him out for a few weeks. Possibly, then when you could have Randy go on right before, and then when KO turns heel, Randy comes out, and they've been buds for this past year. He even then attacks Randy, and it's like, oh shit, and then he lays out Cody Rhodes and again, pop a powerbomb in the apron, sends him packing for a month, and then you could do KO and Randy at Bad Blood, because Randy wants to get revenge for his friend Cody, his literally he's almost like his younger brother in a sense. And then after that, KO beats Randy, is about to powerbomb him on the apron. Boom, Cody's music hits, and they start brawling. Regardless, though, I will like the way that they're going a lot more if they listen to this one suggestion. If you are about to turn Kevin Owens heel, which it really looks like they are, you need to have him beat Cody Rhodes. This is nothing against Cody Rhodes. I've loved him as champion. I was there when he freaking finished the story. That shit was awesome. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. If I ever get to meet with him or work with him, I'm going to be like, dude, that was a moment for me. One of my all-time favorites as part of a almost 10-year time as a wrestling fan. I got a lot of great moments, and that one is one of the top ones. Dude, it's been great. But I really feel like if KO's about to turn heel, KO should beat Cody. I mean, realistically, who's going to beat Cody? Some people are trying to be The Rock. That's stupid for so many different reasons. Randy, that's dumb too, because if they fight, isn't it supposed to be for Cody to be I'm better than you now? I'm on your level. I've even surpassed you because I'm in my prime. You're not it'd be stupid for Randy to win. It'd be stupid. It'd have the same point of Randy beating McIntyre for the title for 3 weeks just to have Randy lose it, to McIntyre again. It'd be pointless. So, honestly, I feel like KO should win because then it opens up a lot more possibilities of I automatically know who would dethrone him. Sami Zayn. Zayn's coming back to SmackDown if he wants to, team up with Roman, inside War Games, which they'll win. In the meantime, he'll confront KO and be like, dude, what's going on? And after everything they went through, getting back together and teaming up to beat the Usos at Mania, he'll be the one most devastated and shocked to be like, dude, what happened? I know this isn't you anymore. And this will lead to WrestleMania 41, Zayn beating Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. One, it gives KO another world title reign, which it's been 8 years since his last one. 8 years. I feel like that show was yesterday. I watched it all live. It was hilarious with Jericho and everything, but that was 8 years ago. I feel that you give him another championship reign, and then he would drop it to his best friend, Sami Zayn, who would get his first world title reign ever and go off on his own 4 or 5 month WWE title reign, which would be great. I feel like there's more great stuff we can have with Kevin Owens as winning the WWE Championship as a heel than if he just if he literally just goes heel and then just loses the rematch to Cody and then just does exactly what he's been doing, that he always does, just be the heel and beat people up. It's dude, what was the point? So I really want WWE to actually turn Kevin Owens heel and then have him beat Cody when they fight in the rematch. Part of me is kind of like, I feel like they're not going to do that, but I really think they should, and I'm hoping they are, because I feel like that's really the only thing that's going to make this heel turn, worth it. And again, just in my heart, I really want it, because I want Cody to drop the championship to KO, so that KO can drop that shit to Sammy, so we can get his first world title reign. We're ready. He's ready. Let's just do it, damn it. You guys, let's talk about a weird-ass part of SmackDown right now. The Bloodline retained the tag team titles over the Street Profits. Really dope match. And DIY, as expected, looks like they're going to be the next challenger for them. And I honestly think, like I said before, DIY is going to win the championships back, because I feel like Roman or Jimmy finally will come back and screw the Bloodline. And that's how DIY will finally win back the championships and have a proper reign. But that's not the weird part. Jacob Fatu really got promoted from one half of the tag team champions to Solo's personal enforcer, his personal bodyguard, basically what Solo was to Roman. It's basically like that kind of thing again. My whole thing is, how are you going to call that a promotion? I get it. It's like, oh, now instead of being one of a tag team, with tag team champions, you're like my you're like my enforcer. Like, it would have made more sense if he was like, I want you to go win the United States Championship. Then I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. But, now he does get to have a title? I know, the Freebird rule, technically, I guess he's champion. But, I don't know. It feels like a whole reverse promotion to be like, hey, you're going to give up a championship and match your promotion. It's like, what? That'd be something that KO will call out with, because, he's just so great at calling out WWE logic. It's so funny. I would be like, dude, you got a promotion by giving up a championship? How the hell does that even work? I'd be like, what? It's just wild. I mean, like I said, Roman's most likely going to come back and screw those guys out of their tag team titles. Curious when he's coming back, because they took him off the September 13th episode of SmackDown when he was supposed to be there. So maybe they're just trying to keep it a surprise. I don't know. But either way, bro, it's got to be like me laughing his ass off, being like, yo, Jacob Fatu just got promotion from Solo Sikoa by losing his tag team championship. What? You guys, tonight it was the first of many successful title defenses for the megastar LA Knight. Yeah. Yeah. One dummy challenger down, many more to come. Yeah. Yeah. And man, oh man, now we got an open challenge for the U.S. title next week in Berlin. We just said Berlin. We didn't really know which one it was going to be, the SmackDown show before Bash in Berlin or actually on Bash in Berlin. It's going to be the SmackDown before Bash in Berlin. Makes sense. Because honestly, putting it on the PLE would have maybe told us, yo, this is a big return or some shit. And maybe even teased that LA Knight could lose the championship depending on who it could be. But it's going to be on SmackDown next week. I am very curious as to who will answer that challenge. I mean, it's still who's going to really answer the open challenge? I'm trying to think of a name that's maybe trying to make some noise on SmackDown, trying to maybe they're trying to pump up their stock a little bit by putting them in the ring with LA Knight and be like, oh, yo, great shit, an Apollo Crews, for example, but they got fighting LDF next week going with Corbin. So I don't know really who's going to answer that U.S. title open challenge next week, but I am still looking forward to it. I'm sure it'll be good. Like I said, we've already got one dummy down. We'll have plenty more dummies. Yeah. Coming to get knocked their asses down by the one true megastar in this entire world, the United States Champion, the one, the only, with everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah. Alright, you guys, that is SmackDown. We are done. Put it in the rearview mirror. We are done. It is now game freaking time. All in. Wembley Stadium is going down, dude. It is all going to be capped off with Danielson versus Swerve. The final countdown, career versus title for the World Championship. Will Danielson get his final World Championship reign in front of 50,000 people screaming the final countdown and yes, yes, yes? Or will Swerve go down as the guy that retired Bryan Danielson, ended his historic 25-year legendary wrestling career? And then we got triple threats for the tag titles, a London ladders match between 4 separate trios, and then a Casino Gauntlet match where a one and only participant is about to showcase who the fuck he is and why he's going to be a top tier player and future world champion. here in AEW before we end up going all kinds of international next year, returning to London for Forbidden Door, even getting an Australia show, and even freaking doing all kinds of awesome shit in Globe Life for All In Texas next year. Guys, you're not going to want to miss any of these shows going down. You're certainly not going to want to miss your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. We're closing out the summer and starting our way to a dope rest of the year. We're doing it with a bang, and it really kicks underway with All In this Sunday. And guys, just keep on liking, keep on subscribing, and most importantly, keep on remembering, just like always when you're watching, that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe right here. Deuces, Spuces, and I'll see you guys after All In this Sunday.